Hey guys, it's Brant and you're back within my head channel, and today we're going to be doing a video. I'm going to be going to a place where I discovered that sells Kiss stuff. Not all Kiss stuff. It's like a toy place, memorabilia place that you see at like flea markets and things like that. And me and my wife, we got this little side hustle that she's been doing, and sometimes it requires us going to flea markets and going to different things. And I went to this one recently and found a bunch of Kiss stuff, really cool Kiss stuff. So I figured I'd just stop in there one day, ask the guy if it was okay. His name's Stony, I think. Asked him if it was okay for me to film, and he's like, sure, you can film if you want to. So this is just a little short video where I go through his store and check things out. So check out some of this stuff he's got. Right off the bat, we're going to start with a really cool ceramic mug. Looks like it's Paul Stanley. And right below that, he's got some, looks like race cars from the reunion era. And I'm not an expert on these things. He's got a bunch of other stuff around. Elvis memorabilia you see there. A Kiss cup looks like it's got vintage Kiss members on it. And swing around here up on his top shelf, he has the most recent Live 2 that was sold in Walmart's. He's got the Kiss Steins back there, which he says are worth a lot of money. And then down here in his case, I didn't get everything. Right up on top, he's got some Kiss cards, and he's got some other cards I think he said were from Australia. But I'll have to follow up on that. He's got a Animalized tour book there, Kissology, a couple other little Gene Simmons guitar, Paul Stanley guitar, Destroyer puzzle, something there with the solo albums. I'm not exactly sure what that was. But you see, he's also got the Psycho Circus tour book. He had Gene and Paul dolls. I wanted to get in a better look at these Steins here. He said that he keeps Gene in there because a lot of people, they want to mess with it when it's out. And there's the Gene bong. He said that Gene's lawyers had that shut down. He's got some kind of set back there behind it. And he's showing me a thing that he wants me to get signed for him. That's Stony there. Since I'm going to meet Peter, he's wanted me to get that signed for him. I told him I would. He's got an inflatable bass there. And then he's got Ozzy stuff. He's got AC/DC stuff. They're, mostly focusing on the Kiss stuff. So he has the Creatures. And these were pretty cool. And I think he has the complete set of those. Yep, there's the one with Eric. So those were pretty cool. Then over here beside it, these are the looks like the solo album ones. And like I said, forgive me, I'm not very familiar with all of this stuff. There's two different versions of Ace, and I was asking him about that. He said that one was an earlier series and the other one was a later series. You see, it's just basically the picture change, the change in the picture. He didn't have a complete kit of that. He didn't have Paul, the one we were just looking at. So move on to the Psycho Circus. And there was Gene. And then he has Ace behind it. And then Peter. And then Paul. So I'm putting these back. You can just get a better look at them. Then he has Kiss Alive. And I think this was complete too. He had Peter, Gene looking a little yellowed. Of course, these have some age on them. That candelabra. Got Paul there with his little firehouse light. And then Ace. Those are really cool costumes. Really cool costumes on those. It's kind of showing the back, showing the detail of these. I've never really thought about getting too much into collecting these types of figurines. I know a lot of people do. Kind of want to go through and just show when these came out. That's what I was really trying to look for. I was trying to look for when they came out. That's 1998, it looks like. And then when these would have came out, looks like it was 97. I wanted to check out the Ace one because I wanted to see if the Ace was a different year from the different versions. And it turns out it wasn't. It turns out they were both 1997. It was just that they had changed the picture. And you know how we are all about variants. And that one picture was really bad. I mean, neither one of them was the greatest. But that first picture was not really good at all. So we got the Hello Kitty buttons. I wanted to show there. Then I wanted to look at the Creatures, see when Creatures came out. It looks like Creatures was 2002. So still 20 years old, but still in great shape. Still in great shape. So just looking at his wall here, just kind of giving an overall scoping view of everything he had in his area. It's not a very big place, but he had some really cool stuff. You notice you spot those Hello Kitties there. And, oh, you know, I was excited to see this, but no, it's not an original. It's actually a reproduction. If you look there, this is actually from the 2000s. So 2015 or something like that. So not an original, but still a really good reproduction. And I walked around outside of his booth, and he had the first Kiss album, the debut plaque that hangs on the wall. And he had two Hello Kitty Kiss figurines, the Demon and the Star Child. Now that's it. That's basically everything that he had. Like I said, I did miss the Kiss cards he had. He had some Kiss cards, and he had them individually sleeved. Some of them were from the Don Russ series. Some of them, I believe he said, was from the Australian. They were the Australian cards. So I may make a little video or a short where I go back the next time I'm there. I won't be there this weekend because, like I said, I'm going to see Peter Criss this weekend at the horror convention in Charlotte, down in Concord. So I'm going to see that. I'm going to get to meet Peter. And I do have some stuff that I'm going to show you that I'm going to get Peter to sign. So I'm going to get Peter to sign for me my World Tour book, the Kiss 77-78 tour book. I'm going to get him to sign it. I don't know if I'm going to get him to sign here above his face or if I'm going to get him to sign somewhere inside of it. Like there's a really good picture inside of it of him behind his big massive drum set. But I'm going to get him to sign this. You can get 5 things signed. So I'm going to get him to sign this. I'm going to get him to sign my box for the Miko doll that Peter's going to go in. Right now, Peter, you can see he's kind of hanging out above me here. And Gene is kind of hanging out right here. That's the Gene that I got to fix his leg. So that video will be coming up. But I'm going to get Peter to sign probably somewhere around here. Because this is going to be his doll, action figure doll box. I'm going to get him to sign the vinyl picture disc. I'm hoping he signs it. I've seen a lot of times he signs it up here on like the top of his hair. But I've got the picture disc, and I'm going to get him to sign this. And for my friend Stormy, for the guy that runs that shop, he asked me if I would get him to sign this. He asked if I'd get him to sign this. And I told him, I said, well, you know, I'll get him to sign it. He'll maybe sign it here. Or I don't know where he's going to want to sign it. If he's going to want to sign it on the back, or I doubt on the plastic because it usually doesn't stick on plastic very well. but this is his that he wants me to have him sign. This is the BST Axon, AXN. So I'm not familiar with these dolls at all. But this one looks like it was made in 2021. So this is a relatively newer one. He's hoping that he'll sign it. And this is the other thing that he wants me to get him to sign. And this is really cool. It's a tapestry. But it is the tapestry of Peter's solo album poster. I'm going to try to open it up here. And I asked him, I said, well, where do you want him to sign this thing? And he's like, anywhere. Just get him to sign it anywhere. So that's going to be real interesting to get Peter to sign. Because that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing. So, yeah. So the next video that you will see next Friday will be the video that I make whenever I go down to the horror convention this weekend. I'm filming this on a Thursday. This is actually going to come out tomorrow. I'm filming this on a Thursday, and I'm going to the convention on Saturday. I meet Peter Criss at 3:45 Eastern time on Saturday. So, or at least, probably not right at the end, but that's the block I'm in. And I've been talking to some people on Facebook, and hopefully I get to meet some other KISS fans down there who are in the community, the KISS community, online KISS community and everything. So I'm looking forward to meeting, like Jason Herndon's going to be down there, and some other people that I've been talking to that, you know, I don't know Jason, but, you know, we've talked a lot and stuff. I'm going to put this in the bag. I'm just kind of cleaning up while I'm talking here. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to meeting some new friends, and hopefully I get a lot of really cool footage. And then that will be ready for you to watch next week. So I know this was a short one for this week, but we'll be back with other videos in the series of fixing the KISS albums and In Our Heads and other stuff that I'm going to be doing, fixing Gene's leg, other stuff. So we like to fix things around here. And then I'm eventually going to fix some Xboxes and play some games and stuff, do some fun stuff. Might not necessarily be KISS related, but it'll be fun to do and fun to watch. So anyway, that's all for this one. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.